Okay, so this is a quick response to someone who was asking how to make the particles make a different noise. I think their use case was a shell casing, but this should work on any particles. So you can notice as it hits each surface type, it makes a different noise depending on the surface. And this is actually fairly easy to do relative to what we did last time. So this is the particle we made last time, where it will detect and send a system to the blueprint. And once you have it in the blueprint, so let me just quickly review what we did last time. So we did this export particle data to blueprint. We have the user blueprint, and we call it. So this is the system, and I already actually have it set up, but remember last time we were calling the surface type. Really just grab the physics mat and then look for surface type, and then you can use that surface type to either make a switch like that, and then you can do different things depending on the surface, or a selector, which I'm doing here since I want to select a different type of sound depending on what the surface is. And a refresher. These surface types, not plugins, project settings. These surface types, I think, if I remember right, are in physics. Yeah. So surface types, you can just label them here. And the way that you establish a surface type is they're within materials. So for example, this is the wood material. And you can see if you click the actual material, there's a little physics material. And then you have to create one of those, which is right here, physics material. But I'm going to click on this one. And then within this physics material, there'll be a drop down which will have all the surface types you've listed in your project settings here. So you can define that based on the material, or based on, yeah, on the actual like material put on the surface. Okay. And then the one thing I did here, if you wanted to copy my settings perfectly, I also added some custom attenuation and concurrency settings. Those you can just create if you right click, sounds, sound attenuation, sound concurrency. And let me just show my settings for those real quick. This is my sound. I kind of lowered the distance. You can hear it. So that way you can have this, so you can kind of tell a bit easier. So you could tell that's where the sound is coming from. And then concurrency, I think I left default. But depending on how many sounds you want to play, you can kind of handle this. So that's how to play a sound based on the surface type a particle hits. You can use it for a shell casing, but this is just a demo setup. I hope that helps.